Bitcoin finally re-entered back into 29,000. Let's go ahead and check out to see where we think Bitcoin is headed next. So literally when I was about to make this video, I was going to say Bitcoin is about to make a major move. And so it did. So we go ahead and check out this nice green candle right here with Bitcoin. You know, if I go ahead and measure it out, I mean, it's not that major, right? It's only about 5%, but you know, it's a big move from the past couple of weeks now where Bitcoin has really just been hovering like around that 28,000, 27,000 more or less, being very, very boring, which I did predict in my last video. I said that Bitcoin was going to go sideways for quite a while, really boring people out. It's been a while since I made a video, guys, just because I finally got the Rona. I've been recovering from it for the past week now, and I'm finally just getting better. It's been 3 years and I avoided getting it, but it finally got me. So let's go ahead and check out what's going on here. So I knew that Bitcoin was going to do something big, because if you just look at these two lines right here, this green line and this orange line, you know, Bitcoin was like wedging all the way up, just waiting to explode. And not to say that the big move has happened yet, but it looks like it's starting to. So this green line and this orange line, it's not just random lines, okay? These two lines here are very, very significant lines. And it's crazy how Bitcoin at the moment, its price is respecting right in between these two green and orange line. We can just see the green line right here, how Bitcoin's price just respected this green line super well, okay? We just see that right there, as well as this orange line. You know, if we travel it all the way back here, we can just see Bitcoin has respected this orange line super well, just looking at history right here. And so when these two green and orange lines intersected, we can just see Bitcoin has been wedging up and waiting to do something big, okay? So that's where we're at now, these two lines here. Bitcoin has popped out of this wedge here, and it's now at $29,100. So usually what I've noticed is when Bitcoin does something like this, where it kind of breaks out from going sideways for a long time inside of a wedge, when it finally breaks out, it goes into one direction, right? So one direction, it goes now into the upside. But what it actually is, it's kind of like faking people out. It like breaks to the upside, but then it makes a turn and falls back down, okay? Let's see if that actually plays out, but I've seen that happen so many times, it's crazy. Whereas sometimes if it were to break down, it flips immediately and starts going up. Bitcoin has broken to the upside, which tells me that Bitcoin could potentially have a reversal and come back down, which I did think was going to happen. If you check out my last video, I thought that Bitcoin was going to keep going sideways for a while, really boring some people out, and so it has been. You know, I haven't made a video for the past week now, but you know, nothing crazy has happened. So assuming if Bitcoin is actually going to play out the way I think it is, which is it's going to go into the up direction, not exactly sure how high it could go, but it could do a flippity flop, and it'll likely retest this blue line right here. Either we could re-enter back in and then bounce back up, or we could actually just test it, hit the line, and then bounce up. And so where is this blue line? This blue line is sitting somewhere at around 24,500 to about 25,000, depending on when we hit it. We enter into these channels right here. So as you guys can see, I wrote it out 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so these are the channels that run this direction, okay? This left to right diagonal direction. And essentially when we were in channel 3 here, we didn't stay in this channel for a long time. When we usually have met inside of a channel, we tend to not just completely blast through it. And so at the moment here, we can see that in channel 3, we didn't stay in it for quite a bit. We can see in channel 2, we were inside of it all of here and all of here. And then channel 1, we were all in there, all in there, all in there, all in there. And then even channel 0, we can see we revisited here, and then here, and then even here, the high of 2021. Usually when we entered into a channel, we usually don't just stay in it for one period of time. We tend to go back into it. And so that's why I really think that Bitcoin could potentially revisit this channel 3 here. And another thing that I mentioned in my last video is I think Bitcoin does a really great job at making people feel FOMO. And also when they have FOMO'd in, to make people feel like they've made the worst investing mistake in their life. And so I think right now Bitcoin has stayed around $28,000, and it's really making people question if they they should keep buying more or if they should sell. And I think when some people sold, Bitcoin's going to shoot up, and then those that have actually bought in, Bitcoin's going to come down. So what I think Bitcoin's going to do, it's going to shoot up just like that, and it's going to come down. It's going to get people to sell. And then it's going to shoot all the way back up again, making people think the all-time highs are back. I really think that Bitcoin could potentially reach into this fifth channel during this next couple of months here. And so the fifth channel ranges anywhere from around like $30,000 all the way up to this green line. I don't see Bitcoin passing this green line right here. And that green line is just under $38,000, $39,000. I really think if Bitcoin got up to like $38,000, $39,000, it's going to make people feel so FOMO'd out. You know, they're going to think that Bitcoin is going to hit 40,000, potentially even 45,000, only for it to dump back down. And so I really think that we could potentially re-enter into the zone 3, deep into zone 3, and maybe even into zone 2. Zone 2 is all the way down at $14,000 at the moment. We'll see how it all plays out. Right now, I think the markets have just been pretty boring. You know, the stock market has kind of just been going sideways, just like Bitcoin. And when there are some down days, I'll buy. And then when it shoots back up again, I kind of just sit on it and enjoy my profits. I don't quite sell yet. I'm kind of just accumulating now. I did a lot of selling before, so I'm kind of just accumulating back in when the market falls. And so I am also pacing myself too, because I know that I still have the gut feeling that Bitcoin and markets and indices as a whole has a long way to go as far as to the downside. And so I'm holding a lot of dry powder, and I'm waiting for my opportunities and my little pockets to actually buy in. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit that thumbs up button, and also leave a comment down below where you think Bitcoin is headed. Also hit that subscribe button for more videos like these. My name is Jimmy Invest, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.